Hi guys, it's Chloe and welcome back to my channel. So I know I'm wearing a hat indoors, but this outfit a high-key slaps and is giving granola girl vibes. So today I'm going to be talking about handwriting alternatives. And you may be thinking, Chloe, last week you talked about your bladder. Aren't you going to talk about your bowels? Which for those of y'all that haven't seen the bladder video that want to, there's a little eye in the corner that you can click and you can look at it and blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing the bowels this week because I wanted to break it up so that I wasn't talking too much about that particular category, because there may be people out there that don't struggle with that. And no cap, but I was planning to do a different video, completely different video than what I was going to do today, but I can't do that video yet. But rest assured, both of those videos will be coming, just not today. And I'm excited to get into this, so on that note, we're going to get started. So, short and short, my hand gets tired when I write, color, and cut. We're not sure why that is, because my peds neurosurgeon that untethered me at 2.5 said that that could happen. But my adult neurosurgeons that I see now that are well versed in spina bifida said that that's not a thing. I am also autistic, so having autism could probably be the reason as well. I don't know. So I like to think it's spina bifida related, so I'm just going to go with that. So there are a lot of alternatives out there for individuals that can't write or can, but not for extended periods. And I'm going to get into those today. So number one, scribing. And that's when you tell somebody what to write and they write it down for you. Or a lot of technology nowadays has built-in dictation where you can tell them what to write down and they'll write it down without the need for human interaction. And I did the old-fashioned scribing when I was in school, and I still do it to this day sometimes. Like if I'm at the doctor's office and they give me a form to fill out and I need help handwriting, then yeah. And number two is an iPad and a keyboard. And the keyboard does not come with the iPad. You would have to buy that separately. And it wirelessly connects via Bluetooth to the iPad. And iPads nowadays have the equivalent of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint on their iPads. And scribing is technically the cheapest option, but if you're looking for something technology-wise, this is your cheapest option. Pause. So anything technology-wise that I mentioned in this video will be linked in my Amazon ideas board. Okay, back to the video. And I have personally never I've used an iPad, but I don't own an iPad and a keyboard, nor did I ever use an iPad and a keyboard for said purpose. Because back then, when I was in school, iPads weren't as popular or a thing, nor were Bluetooth keyboards a thing. And if they were out there, it was very few and far between. And number three is good old-fashioned typing on a computer. So I did this on and off from my 4th grade year up until this very day, with the exception of like when you were in school and you went to specials with your class and you went to computer lab. That was like the exception. And I now am a proud owner of a MacBook Air. It's a 2020. And if anybody has any questions on why I'm using a Mac over a Windows now, let me know and I can definitely do a video on that. So the computers that you saw earlier, they no longer make. So what I'm going to do is I will put the best options on my Amazon ideas board as far as quality and price points. Okay, back to the video for another day. And this one's a little bit more expensive. And if you were to go to your school's assisted technology program, they would definitely give a laptop out versus an iPad and a keyboard, unless if you absolutely needed it. So Chloe, these are all phenomenal options, but I can't afford an iPad or a computer for my individual. So health insurance will not cover this kind of stuff, sadly. However, there are other means and ways of getting one. So number one is to set up a crowdfunding campaign, like a GoFundMe, stuff like that. Number two is going on like Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, finding one just basically secondhand. And you can pretty much find them at any day of the year, but the best times to look are around the holidays, because not only do retailers have good deals, but also children's report cards come out during that time. And a lot of times if kids get bad grades, their parents will yeet their technology online and sell it. So best time to look is then, and also after school lets out, because a lot of graduates and people will just sell their technology that they no longer need. And also take a look and see when, like, be up to date as to when new MacBooks and stuff are dropping, because a lot of people will sell their old ones online. So that's something to look into as well. And again, like I mentioned before, look around the holidays at like major retailers' websites like Target, Best Buy, stuff like that, Amazon. And also you can look at special needs equipment swaps and see if there's anything in there. And also, for those of y'all that don't know, a lot of school districts out there have assisted technology programs, and if you have an IEP or 504, you can request a computer as a piece of assisted technology, and they'll give it to you. Now, a lot of schools, in my personal opinion, are lazy and they don't want to do that, so you will have to hold their hand, quote unquote. And I know there are some good eggs out there, but I personally haven't had any good experiences, hence why I'm saying that, but I'm only saying it for most, because again, I know there are good eggs. And in the meantime, what you can do is you can stash like a little savings fund or whatever to save up some money to get your individual a computer. Now, I will say with my program, even though I brought my own computer to and from school, I had some peers that went through the program to get a computer, and their computer was taken up from them over the summer and given back to them when school started. And also, it was taken up indefinitely when they graduated. So that's kind of a con in my opinion. And like I had mentioned before, what my parents did for me, because we went through the assisted technology program once, and in my county, and I personally would not recommend it. It is not good. At my IEP meeting, my 8th grade year, they said that they didn't give out scribes in high school and they wanted me to type. And they said that the assisted technology program in my county offered computers, but my parents asked if I could bring my computer to and from school, like if they bought me one, and they said yes. And if you want to know why they made that decision, comment below and I can do a video about that as well. But that's basically it. Those are really all the alternatives out there. If you can think of any more, let me know in the comments. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I can't wait to see you guys again soon. Bye.